what is poppin', everybody out there on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode. We have been working diligently to get this Evo, the Trash Evo, started and running right. So today what I'm gonna do is I think what I'll do is I'm gonna move some cars around. I think it's about that time. I think what I want to actually do, it's not a permanent thing. I will have to have somebody look at the Evo to actually give me an estimate on what it would cost to paint or wrap it. So I'm still in that phase. It's leaning more towards looking to get it painted because I want a more permanent fix or whatnot. But we'll see what's out there, what everybody's got to say. But it is just too nice of a day today to actually let this thing waste. I wanted to get some stuff done. One of the things I want to definitely do is definitely get this thing down, show you exactly how it runs, because it does, like, well, I guess you guys already know how it runs. It runs really well. It does have a little bit of an idle thing going on, but I haven't really dealt with a couple of little things. I actually been working super crazy hard, getting some powder coat work done. I got busy all of a sudden, and I haven't really had time to actually get out here and work on the Trash Evo like I really wanted. But one of the things I did want to do is get it started, because that was one of the top goals. Get it started so that we can actually move it around, and I can actually get the GTR put on the lift. But there is a couple things I have to do in this video. I will be putting on the fenders. I will be putting on the hood, probably not put on the front bumper or anything like that. I think what I want to do is probably just move it right over here where the Trash Evo is, or where the GTR is, for right now. You know, just try to keep it there for at least a little bit, and see what we can kind of get done with the GTR. So what I'm gonna do is I brought a bunch of keys outside with me, because I do want to kind of get a few of these things kind of going. I want to try to see if I can't, obviously, like, I don't have an alignment rack, and I'm not really good with doing a visual alignment. So, like, what I'll do is I'll try to get the alignment to somewhat in spec, because both the wheels are, like, way flared out. Like, you can definitely tell when I drove it up and down the block. I did notice that the steering wheel obviously is not going to be straight because of the new inner and outer tie rod ends. I know it's not going to be the greatest. I did have some leaking from one of the hoses, so I cleaned that up, and I think that's really about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually let this bad boy down, and I'm gonna start to put the fenders on. I'm not gonna put, like I said before, I'm not gonna put the front bumper on. I'm not gonna put the side skirts on, because I want to have somebody come through and actually look at it, give me a good estimate on what it would cost to actually paint it. And then we can try to go from there, because I do have a lead on something. You know, thankfully I have a couple of my good buddies at work. Shout out to Elvin and Unique Cultures, and he's gonna try to get me somebody that can actually help me out with the situation I'm in right now. But like I said before, let's move the tent out. And let's get the car down so I can put at least the front end somewhat together. I'm not going to put the headlights in. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to put it over there, or if I'm just going to drive it over to the side of the house over there and throw it underneath the carport and just cover it. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but for right now, I'm going to move it out, and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, let's get it rocking. right, guys, so it's looking a little bit better. What I did was quick 1, 2, 3 on the alignment. So it's nothing, it definitely won't be perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. When I tell you this wheel, well, both wheels were like they were toe out. Oh man, it was just like the wheel was just sticking out like this. So at least it'll be a little bit better. See, it's definitely a little bit better. It's a little bit more tucked. I mean, I need air in all my tires and such. But I think today, yeah, the fenders look they look decent. I mean, they're aluminum, just like the hood is aluminum. The whole freaking car. Yeah, the whole car is pretty much aluminum. Obviously, you can tell, like, this thing needs some serious attention. But we'll definitely get somebody to actually pay some good attention to this car. And we'll just go from there. I just wanted to fit these bad boys up just because I wanted to actually, like I said before, move the car around, do a couple things. But I think I'm gonna move it outside right now, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got to deal with here. So just give me 1 second and let me move the car out. Good not to have this car here, but as you can tell, this thing has got some serious cams on it, so I really like it. So now, since I have it on this beautiful day, it is definitely not level over here. Let's see, that's a little level. What was that? I don't know. There's something out on the road out here. I'll show you guys. Like that's the road right there. So like definitely I can see everything that's going on. So when you guys pass my house and you guys have a loud car, I definitely know about it. I'll definitely look. So anyway, so let's turn the car off right now, and I want to show you what we got up next. So just give me 1 second. Okay, people, so when I tell you that I've like really stacked a bunch of parts up for this car, you guys have no idea. So I don't know if you guys remember a very long time, it's probably like my first or second like actual YouTube video. I actually asked you guys if you guys prefer ordering parts or actually going to drive to get them. It was a very long time ago. It was actually when I bought the wheels for the GTR. So it was that long ago. It's probably like 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that. So it's been a long time. So today is no exception. So today what we will be doing is changing out this piece of crap door and putting on, it's not a fresh door by any means, but it's in way better condition than this will ever be, or that I can actually ever make it. Because obviously you can tell, let me take it off the stand here and let me show you exactly what this is. So some of you guys from videos, you guys can tell like this was all jacked. So when I say it was all jacked, I mean like mangled. So I guess the previous owner like hit something and it just never, he just never got it fixed. So he was driving around like this for a very long time. It like shakes and stuff. It's actually kind of funny. So so honestly, like I went and bought a door and actually drove to the city. I went through the city. People, I don't know what you want to call New York. Some people call Manhattan the city, and then everything else on the outside boroughs, outer boroughs, or whatever they are. So technically I went to Queens, and picked up a door. So this was actually at a body shop in Queens. They were actually shutting down, so I got this thing at like a ridiculously good price. And as you can tell, it's definitely it's seen better days, but it's definitely not, it's just like overspray and like a couple like little marks and such. But there's no dents on this thing or anything like that. So it's just a lot, like I said before, just a lot of overspray. And it came with the door card, what I'll show you in a minute. But I think what I want to do is definitely change this out. It is a beautiful day outside, so I can actually get this thing actually going. I don't exactly know how I'm going to, don't exactly know what I'm going to do as far as like paint or whatever with this. I don't know if I'm going to take all of this stuff off to have somebody paint it or wrap it or whatever. But like, I think what I might just do is whatever I do, I might just have them wrap this black and all of this stuff black, just to kind of keep the aesthetic, or do whatever it is that I need. Maybe like the same color of the car. I have no idea. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing, but all I know is that I feel like the car will look really, really nice, and actually nice enough to actually want to keep it. So that is one of my big fears, because even the wifey even said like, oh, stop messing around with these STIs, because honestly, like, you're just gonna keep the Evo. And honestly, like, she might not be that far off, but I think it's really hard for me to see. I know it's gonna be a nice looking car whenever it's done, but for right now, it is this ugly, it's the trashed Evo. So until we actually get to the point where I feel like it's better looking and we can actually, then we can designate a new name for it. But for right now, it's gonna stay the trashed Evo until we get further along in this build. So like I said before, I've been stacking parts like crazy for this car, some of which you've seen for the engine bay, some stuff for the interior, some stuff for the exterior. So I have parts stacked up everywhere. So let's just keep it moving, and let me get this door off, and let's see what we got behind door number 3. So let's go. Guys, what do you think here? I mean, way better than what that bad boy was. So the only thing I really need to switch over is this door card. The door card that's in here right now is jacked, but it is a cloth one. So I got to get rid of that. So I think I'll do that a little bit later after it gets back from whatever I'm going to do with it. Because I think they're probably just going to pull everything off of this thing anyway. Yeah, the fitment is pretty good. There's a little bit of a gap here. So I got to worry about what happened there. It's probably because of the impact that it had here, which is not that super crazy. Probably just pull this out a little bit right here. So not anything super duper crazy. So I'm not really too concerned about it. It actually might be the door, to be honest with you, but I don't know. So we'll figure out that in a little bit. So I think that's a couple of the things I really wanted to get done today. Yeah, I think that's really it, because the car is looking bullish. I swear, like it looks disgusting, but especially without side skirts or anything like that on it, it definitely does look very, very ugly. So let me know what you guys think about like the paint or wrap, whatever I decide to do. What color do you think I should do? You think I should redo it black the way it is and just keep it like a midnight car and do some color accents? I don't know exactly. Like, I have an idea, so which I might be going with, but I'm not exactly 100% on it. So let me know what you guys want to do, what you guys think, because like I said before, I'm not going to be putting anything on until it's done getting its work over. But this was a huge eyesore, and I just wanted to get rid of it. So yeah, I'm so happy that it's kind of done now. So what I might just do is actually make sure that this thing is I might just wash it and see how it kind of responds to water, see if it gets anywhere like that's not supposed to, and then just go from there, because it shouldn't. I should be okay with what I have done now. So yeah, I think that's really all I really want to do. I want to actually put the car over here and move the GTR around. I think that's the whole purpose of what I wanted to do today. So yeah, so let's put this car over there, or at the end of the driveway or something like that. And I'm not gonna drive the GTR out, but I'm definitely gonna move it over here. So I'm gonna take a couple glamour shots over here while I have the car out, turn it around, and I don't know, show you guys exactly like what we're kind of working with. Start it up, because I haven't started up in a very long time, but when I say I gotta start it up, it sounds really bad. So let's get to that now. All right, guys, so as you can tell, as you can hear, there is something major wrong with the GTR. You know, we spoke about it a while ago about what it probably was, and I'm gonna go on record, and I cannot wait to get the motor out and those turbos off, because I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99.95% sure that either one or both of those turbos are just completely just dead. So if you guys have no idea about GTR lore, so this car, when it came from Japan, had a tune on it with the it's an old school. When I say old school, I mean like, well, it is a 1995, so very old school HKS F-Con V Pro. So not a device that we can actually tune in the United States. Plus, when the car came over, they actually have 98 octane in Japan, and we most definitely have nothing even close to that. So when this car was tuned, it was tuned for whatever max power or drivability issues or whatever, and it was making good power. When I got it to the US, we actually had the car dynoed on a rear-wheel drive dyno, and it made, I think on low boost, when I say low boost, I mean 13 PSI. So 13 PSI is about what you want to run in these cars with the stock twins, because they are made of glass. So you don't really want to exceed that very much, but it already had 3 different tunes on it. So I was just like, well, might as well just go for the gusto. But like, I drove around to 13 PSI. So 13 PSI, it netted about 330, which is kind of normal for GTRs. On 15 PSI, it netted about 350-ish or so. And on 17 PSI, which is the gusto map, it netted about like the 380 mark. So it was really a really fun car for right off the boat. So I was very pleased with the way it was. So I'm very happy that it came with some power. It's a power mods. So if you guys have no idea, it did come with a full turbo back exhaust. It had a HKS. We call it downpipes. They call it a front pipe. So it had a HKS front pipe, and it had a HKS like FCOM V Pro or whatever. I don't know if it just looks. Yeah, it is really dirty. So there was a bunch of HKS parts on it, and an HKS boost controller. So I plan on getting rid of 3/4 of that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the boost controller. I like ECU controlled boost, so I don't really mess around with it. And I think that's what happened with this car. I don't think that it's blown up or anything like that. I just think that the turbos are just gone. But I think what I will do off camera here is I'm probably going to do a compression test just to be sure. If that comes up as a big negative, then we have a problem, and I will tell you guys what's going on. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave this video off at. We have the GTR in the garage, and now we will be starting this project. So if you guys know me, you know I'm not gonna half-ass this at all. So I have a bunch of parts stacked up over here for this car. So we will go through that in depth once I actually get further along this process. But for right now, I hope you guys enjoyed the content and look forward to me working on this GTR. It is gonna be a very detailed process. I will show you guys how to do it. Well, I might show you guys how. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. But most guys aren't really gonna be pulling their whole motor, transfer case, subframe, front suspension. People aren't really gonna be doing that. So I think I'm the only crazy one, besides like having like a real shop do it. But I'm gonna do this at home in my own garage here. I mean, obviously I'm like well equipped to do it. So yeah, so this is where I'm gonna leave this video off, and I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.